Hello, my name is Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can tell, it's going to be a haul video. It's going to be my May/birthday book haul. May was my birthday and I got some birthday gifts that were books, so I thought I would include it in my May book haul. I have a lot of books to show, so let's just get right in. So the first set of books I'm going to be showing are books that I purchased with my money earlier on in May. Some of them are new releases that came out in May, so let's get into it. The first book I have with me is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. It is a fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I already read this one and I talked about it in my May wrap-up and June TBR video. I will link it down in the description box if you're interested to know how I feel about this book. The next book I have is also a new release this month, and it is The Last Star by Rick Yancey. This is the third and final book in the Fifth Wave trilogy. I really love this series. I love it so much, and this was an interesting ending and I really enjoyed it. I also talked about this in my May wrap-up if you want to check that out. The next two books I have here with me are World After and End of Days by Suzanne E. This is the second and third book in the Penguin and the End of Days trilogy. I read Angel Fall in May and I really loved that book. So as soon as I finished it, I rushed to my computer immediately and ordered the second and last book in the series because I just couldn't wait to see what happened. I just finished the second one, World After, and I will be talking about it in my June wrap-up. If you want to check it out, subscribe so you can get a notification when I upload that video. The next one I have here with me is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. This is the sixth book in the Harry Potter series. I don't need to say anything about this series. This is the only book in the series that I do not own in hard copy, and I've been meaning to pick it up. So when I went to Half Price Books and I saw this for really cheap, I couldn't help but snag it. The next three books are orders that I placed to Book Outlet earlier on in the month. The first one is Me Before You by Jojo Myers. This one I also don't need to say anything about because it's been all over BookTube, and not just BookTube but the entire world, because the movie just came out and I wanted to read the book first. So when it came on Book Outlet for cheap, I was like, yes, I want to read it. I already read this and I really enjoyed it. Honestly, it's one of those stories that just will always stick with you. I also will be talking about it in my June wrap-up, so look out for that. And the next one I picked is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I already have a copy of this one, but I have it in paperback. This was $3.99, so I had to get it because I've honestly been wanting a hardback copy of this one, and I will tell you why. When you open up the dust jacket, it has this amazing photo. Like, it's not a cute bonus, so I honestly had to pick it up. When I saw it come on Book Outlet, $3.99, I was like, oh, yes, I'm getting it. So I probably will give my paperback copy to my little sister to read. The last one I got from Book Outlet is Stand Off by Andrew Smith. This is the second book in the Winger series. It's a contemporary, and I've been wanting to read this book. Our main character is a guy, so that really intrigued me because I haven't read a lot of books, at least a lot of YA contemporaries where the main character is a guy. So I wanted to pick this one up. I'm gonna wait for Book Outlet to get the second book in stock because this was $3.99 and I can't wait. I'm not in a rush to read it yet, so I'm down to waiting. Now moving on to the birthday gifts. The first set of books are gifts that I got myself. My treat to myself for being a year older. So Half Price Books gave me a discount as my birthday gift, so you know I had to take them up on it. Like, I mean, discount on books, yes, you have me. The first one I have is Days of Blood and Starlight by Lani Taylor. This is the second book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I've been wanting to pick up this series for so long because I've heard nothing but amazing things about this series. What really intrigued me to read this series is because of what I've heard about Lani Taylor's writing. I just love authors who has poetic writing styles, and that's just my jam. I fucks with it. So I've been meaning to pick this up. I have the third book in this series. I didn't pick up the first one. I'm definitely going to be getting to this series probably this fall, definitely this year. If I don't get to it this summer, fall, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. The next one I have with me is Requiem by Lauren Oliver. This is the second book in the Delirium series. I've heard good things about the series and I've been meaning to read it. I decided to pick up the second one because it was for $5.99 and I was getting 20% off, so I was just like, yeah, why not? The next book is one that I've been wanting to pick up for a long time now, and that is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. This is a classic. We know about this. I have not read this one yet, so I'm really excited to pick it up. I've heard good things about this one, so I'm excited to read it. Hopefully I can get to read this year because I really want to read it. The next one I have is No Boys Allowed by Nini Simone. I saw this one on the shelf in the African American category, and I just decided to pick it up because I read a lot of this author's book in high school. Fun fact, I think I read exclusively, almost exclusively, African American authors only in high school. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed her stories and her writing. This one is one I haven't read yet, and I just decided to pick it up. It's $4.99 plus discount. Yes. And the last one that I got for myself is The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. This is a book I have been interested in reading ever since I heard about it, because this is a story that I have always thought of. So basically in this world there are vampires, and the difference is that in this world everyone knows about them and they know they exist and live amongst them. So basically vampires in this world are kind of celebrities. Every single vampire book I've read or shows that I've seen, I've always thought, what would it be like if we all knew about them, if we knew that they existed? And somebody wrote a book about that, and I cannot wait to read this. So moving on to the gifts from other people. The first one I have here with me is Milk and Honey by Bookhaul, and this is courtesy of my brother's girlfriend. Thank you so much if you're watching this. I have been wanting to pick this one up. This is a book full of poems by this author, and it tells her story through love and hurting and heartbreaks and healing, and I just cannot wait to dive into it. I've read some of the poems and I was just so in love I had to pick this book up. I'm a huge fan of poetry. Poems are actually how I got into reading and writing, so I can't wait to read this one. The next one I have, courtesy of my brother, is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. This is Morgan Matson's latest book. It came out in May and I cannot wait to read it. Morgan Matson is one of my favorite YA contemporary writers. I've read every single one of her book, and this is the new one. I haven't read this one yet and I cannot wait to pick it up, I think next month. The next set of books I have with me are from Book Outlet, courtesy of my mother. The first one I have is Don't Worry, It Gets Worse by Alida Nunget. This is a non-fiction. I cannot wait to read this one. The author tells a story after getting a college degree, pretty much broke in New York City. She loves to drink, and I'm just excited to read this one because I am going through similar things. I'm going through a quarter-life crisis, and yeah. Next I have A Little Wanted Song by Kat Crowley. I'm really excited to read this one because I love this author's writing. She's an artist, so the way she writes is like painting a picture, if that makes sense. I just really love her writing. Our other book that I've read is Graffiti Moon, and I really enjoyed that one. It's one of my faves, and I just had to pick up another book of hers. The next one I have is The Chocolate Touch. I'm saying chocolate because it takes place in Paris. The Chocolate Touch by Laura Florent. After reading Anna and the French Kiss, I was obsessed. I just wanted anything, any story that takes place in Paris. Like, give me. Anything that takes place, not just even in Paris, in France, just give me. Yes, yes, yes. If you have any recommendations of good contemporaries, YA or adults, that take place in France, please recommend them in the comments. I would love to check them out. I'm obsessed. The next book I have, I'm so excited that I finally got. It is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is the first book in the Remnant Chronicle trilogy, and I have the second book, and I've been wanting to get this one for so long. I'm so excited I finally have it so I can read this series. I believe the third one is probably out or about to be out. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to be finally getting to read this. The next one I have is Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi. I have Shadow Me and Unravel Me. I just read Shadow Me this month, so I will be talking about it in my June wrap-up, so look forward to that. I didn't have Ignite Me, so I'm excited to be getting it. This is the third and last book in the series, so yay! The next book I have is What We Saw by Aaron Hartzler. I'm sure I didn't say that right, so I'm sorry. I picked this one out because I saw that it was Booksplosion's Book of the Month for last month or this month, I'm not sure, and I was just like, why not? The next one I have is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. This is a standalone, which honestly is the first thing that like drew me into this book, because yes, a fantasy novel that is standalone. Absolutely. I haven't read any Rochelle Mead's book. I will be reading reading the Vampire Academy novels probably next year, but I will be reading it. This is about a town where the citizens can't hear sound, and that's all I know about this book. I'm excited to read it. I just love the fact that it's a standalone, like, yes. The next book I have is My Life Next Door by Hunter Fitzpatrick. This is a contemporary that I've heard a lot of good things about. I've been wanting to pick it up for a long time, and I just picked it up for my birthday because why not? The next book I picked up is The Last Ever After by Soman Shinani. This is the third book in the School for Good and Evil. I've heard nothing but good things about this series. It is a middle grade series, and I haven't read middle grade in such a long time that when I heard about this, I was like, yeah, you know what? Sounds like a good concept, and why not? I will be picking up the first and the second one very soon. I'm crossing my fingers that Book Outlet get them so I can get it there for cheap. And the last book that I have with me is a weird one. It is 500 French Verbs for Dummies. I have been wanting to get back into studying French. Fun fact, I studied French for about like 5 to 7 years of my life. So you think that I am fluent in French? No, I'm not, because, well, I think the main reason being that I studied in the school, but like when I go home I didn't have anyone to speak it with, so it just didn't stick in my head because I didn't practice. And you know, you have to practice. So I'm not fluent, but I know the basics, and I've been really wanting to get back into studying it for a long time now. And after reading Anna the French Kiss, I was like, yes, I'm going to do it finally. I'm just do it. So I'm finally doing it. I'm on my journey to speaking French fluently. Yes. And I was so excited that it came with a CD because I wasn't expecting it to. This is not what I'm counting on to learn French by. No, no, I'm taking classes, so yes. And that is it. That is all the books that I have for my May/birthday book haul. I hope you enjoyed this video and you come back for more, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!